Two Sword and Sorcery campaigns are live right now on Indiegogo, two comic book campaigns, but I especially want to talk about Kor-Drath. I think it's the premier Sword and Sorcery book that is funding right now, and it's ending in 2 days, so let's talk about it before it goes away. Hello and welcome to World of Conan, and today we're talking about two Sword and Sorcery campaigns live right now on Indiegogo, but especially about Kor-Drath, The Reckoning by Andy Smith and Dennis Turner. Now, ever since this launched, and even actually before it launched, I was actually very excited about this book because there's not a lot of Sword and Sorcery being currently made, but I've definitely seen an uptick in Sword and Sorcery, and I think that's fantastic. Like, we're getting more pulp and more Sword and Sorcery and all that stuff, so this campaign just looks fantastic, and I backed it a couple times already, and I highly suggest you guys back it as well. You got 2 days left here. It's closing on Monday, guys, so get in there and get this with these fantastic covers before it's too late. I don't know if at some point it becomes available much later down the road, but here is your chance to get a copy. And also, if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, the game, D&D, the role-playing game, they're also selling a module for that, so you can play in this world. So that's also super cool. But anyway, let's look a bit of the campaign page and see what it's all about. So this is like a 4-page additional story about one of the villains, Lilyneth, I think is her name. Yes. Great colors, great art. Yeah. Looks great. 76 action-packed pages. That's rounding up with plus the 4 pages, up to 80 pages, guys, for $25. Kor-Drath, The Reckoning is an electrifying fusion of Conan, Game of Thrones, and the enchanting enchantment of Dungeons and Dragons, delivering fans the ultimate blend of these two incredible genres. Embark on a breathtaking journey through the awe-inspiring world of the Shattered Reach as you immerse yourself in the epic tale and prepare to partake in the exhilarating game. Witness the captivating graphic novel and the 5e gaming module, which promise an extraordinary and unparalleled experience. Join forces with Andy Smith, that is the artist and creator, a renowned veteran comic book artist with a remarkable 32-year career at Marvel, DC, Image, Valiant, and CrossGen, and more as he continues to astound audience with his sensational creation, Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. Co-created alongside his esteemed friend Dennis Turner. Brace yourself for an adventure that surpasses all imagination and expectations. This was really great. You can read pages 1 through 11 right here, and so you get a feel for the comic book. You get to see not all campaigns have a lot of information or pages. Actually, they don't even show so much, which is I mean, I guess some people want to be kept like it's a surprise when you get it. Obviously, hopefully a good surprise, but it's still I think it's good to get a bit of feel for it and see what it's all about. Obviously, the art, you gotta show the art and stuff like that, but I mean, a bit more than just 1 and 2 pages. So I think this is really cool what Andy has done here. And reading and looking this, I love the lore here. It's it's rich with lore. It's I love that it has a lot of text and like information, and you can get immersed to our new world. So I think that's really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading the Shattered Reach, this world where this story takes place. So that's really cool. There's also, so this is kind of like what I got. Obviously, if you look at the hero of the story, Kor-Drath. So it's very barbarian, Conan-esque, but it also has magic in this world, just like in Conan's world. But here I guess it's a bit more prominent, which I understand it's like different tribes have a different kind of magic attached to the tribe. So that's a cool idea here. So obviously here you got like fire, water, air, earth. And just look at these pages. I mean, this is a fantastic barbarian action, great axe, just like Carl. Like, I mean, I'm sold. I'm already sold, and I've already backed. So this is just I just don't want you guys to miss out on a great sword and sorcery project that is going on right now and closing very, very soon. So I just wanted to get this quick video done for you guys and for you to check it out, because I mean, this is fantastic, in my opinion at least. Maybe you disagree, but that's your opinion. That's just your opinion, man. Yeah, looks fantastic. Great barbarian action here, with a bit of, like I said, with magic here, like kind of like a tribal magic. So that's a cool twist there. But yeah, you get to read some of the beginning pages, so you get really a feel for it. Here's the story. Star-crossed lovers Kor-Drath and Adriana vow to avenge the slaughter of the Red Lion's tribe, only to discover that the danger is far deadlier than they imagined. They realize they are pawns in a more dangerous game, a game that will end life as they know it and usher in an age of nightmares, led by the monstrous Necronite. And the Necronite, aided by Lilyneth, the hag from hell, unleashes a swarm of undead to brutally ravage and slaughter the Red Lions in search of an ancient artifact that will unleash a great power to whoever wields it. After the barbarian Kor-Drath's tribe Red Lions was slaughtered by the undead, he and his companion, the sorceress Adriana from the Black Eagle's sister tribe, set out to avenge those responsible for the massacre. The quest shows that there is more than meets the eye, as enemies from the undead to demons reveals themselves to the lovers. What can these two hope to do against such odds, as they find they are but pawns in a much more dangerous game? Dive into a new world today. So here's the main cover, and I think this is actually the best cover. I absolutely love this cover. This like screams of Conan and the 80s and that, you know, power pose, and you got the enemies here down under, like kind of trampling them. You got the big battle axe, you got a dragon, you got blood, you got magic. Like, what more do you want, guys? It's that's a fantastic cover by Andy Smith, best one I've seen. There you got a wraparound cover. You get a black and white cover with a bit of a blood there, so you get some red on there. You got the cover D, that's Lilyneth by Budroot, another legend in the comic book business. Great cover. What was it? The colors. Sorry, my mind went blank there. Colors by Dan Lawless, and I gotta say the colors are fantastic here. Like the skin tone and everything, it just really pops. Like, Dan Lawless really knows his coloring, so that's fantastic. Also, does it remind you of something? Let's see if I have it. Yes, here. So, the classic first issue of Conan the Barbarian from Marvel. So that's an homage to that cover, and you can get the Kor-Drath comic with that cover if you want. So that's also really cool. And then we get a bit of the characters in the comic itself. Like, we got Kor-Drath himself, Adriana, and here's the Necronite, really cool design, Lilyneth, and another monster as well. Here's more about the characters. You can go read about it on the Indiegogo page, so that's really cool. Like, you get a really in-depth here, like, information about the world and the characters. So I think like Andy has really gone like beyond most campaigns, and that's a good thing in the sense that you really get a feel for it. So you feel like you're invested already, so you can happily take that plunge and back it, because it really is the time of the indies now, the pulp, Sword and Sorcery, and all that great jazz. Then we got the artist edition, so that's hardcover, oversized, 96 pager, entire story, character design and more, but that's an artist edition, so it's just the art. Not saying that it's just, but you know, that's the point. It's kind of like for people who just want the art and look at the art in a bit bigger format. So as I understand it, there's the dialogue is not there in this. It's the art only, as I understood it. I might be wrong, but that's what I understand. Then we have the Mayhem in the Myrmidor Mountains, and this is the D&D module, as it says here, is an exciting 1980s retro homage style D&D adventure module played in the 5th edition rules with the backdrop of the Shattered Reach, the world of Kor-Drath the Reckoning. That this adventure is designed to challenge your player characters as no other content has to date. Inside this adventure you'll find this brand new location, futures, new monsters, NPCs, and unique trap and more material for your 5th edition campaign. So it's got 2 retro style maps, classical style dungeon will blend the feel of old style D&D with today's rules and with the story tying perfectly with the story of Kor-Drath the Reckoning, adding so much more flavor to both the graphic novel as to the adventure. So sharpen your axes, grab your healing potion, ready your magic for this adventure awaits. 20 pages, cover once again by Bart Sears. No, not one. Oh, sorry, no, I mixed up with Budroot. Both start with a B. Bart Sears cover here with colors by Dan Lawless once again, and here you get some interior pages from that module book. So that's really cool, and you get character sheets with the comic book when you order it. So that's awesome. There's kind of like a throwback parody ads in the book itself, if you like those old school ones. That's fun. Here's the character cards I was talking about. You get Kor-Drath, you get Adriana, and you get also the map, 7x10 map of Kor-Drath lands. And I love this, that there's a map, because this is usually fantasy books and all that stuff, and Sword and Sorcery. Well, not always Sword and Sorcery, but most of the times, I guess, they also have the map, and I think that's it's a crucial thing, because it kind of like makes you really more, or gives you more the visual aid to really imagine the world and see like kind of what it is. So it gives like makes it more real in your mind. So that's really cool. We get the Myrmidor Mountains there, and the whole Shattered Reach world. So that's really cool. You get the map as well as you back this book. So these are all the stretch goals that are coming when you back the book. So you don't just get the comic, you get these character cards to play in the module game. The module game you have to buy separately on this campaign, add it on if you want it, but you get these character cards just by ordering the comic book itself, as well as the map. And you get Lilyneth's character card, and you get Necronite. I mean, that's a really cool character card. Even if you don't want to play or know how to play, I don't really know how to play. I would love to play, but I just don't know how. I haven't really delved into that stuff. But this is a really cool card to get nonetheless, and maybe you just someday get to play. So that's really cool. You already have that. Then there's the add-ons of Andy's earlier campaigns he has done. He has done 2 once and fulfilled them both. So it's a reliable guy. And some other mini comic add-ons and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's about it. Fantastic looking campaign. Here I can show the perks. You get it all. trading cards. You can get even just a mini print of the classic Conan issue 1 homage cover. Buy beer to the guys, get the module. You can also get, I think, the module is 2 times. Oh yeah, digital. You can get the module digital as well, so that's cheaper. You don't have to pay for shipping. There's the main cover, my favorite one, the wraparound cover, black and white one, the Budroot cover, and then you get the line art variant of the Budroot cover. That was just a 24 hours one, so that's really cool. It's up once again here at the end of the campaign. You get the homage cover, you get the artist edition with the art only, then you get you can get all of the different covers, retailer packs, and then you can buy original art, which is quite expensive, but that's an option as well. So anyway, guys, I'm really looking forward to this. I backed this a couple of times. It had more merch at one point with the shirt and stuff like that, so I got that as well. So really cool, guys. I mean, definitely go back this. I mean, this barbarian action looks really awesome, and the world looks really interesting with a cool twist with it. So I'm truly looking forward to reading this, and I really recommend you guys to go check it out at least. Let's watch the trailer. Let's go. Wasn't that a friggin' awesome trailer? Oh man, the metal. Chef's kiss. Always use metal when you're doing sword and sorcery. That's my advice to everyone, because it goes hand in hand every time. The other campaign I wanted to show was Crom the Destroyer by R.J. Shaw. When a king who knows only victory meets an enemy beyond comprehension, the battle of wills begins. Crom the Destroyer. Now, what I've understood, this is kind of like sword and sorcery and Celtic mythology, or Celtic inspired storybook. And obviously Crom, we know, is the deity in the Conan universe, but if you didn't know, Crom is also in the Celtic mythology, a god. So what I've understood is that's where the name was kind of like more inspired from. But anyway, Crom the Destroyer is a 66-page spectacular fantasy story that's available as both full-color square-bound graphic novel and as a black and white magazine. So you can choose kind of like you want the graphic novel version, or you want the kind of Savage Sword of Conan black and white version. So that's really cool. I do not actually know how long this campaign is going to be open, so I have no clue. You gotta ask the guy himself. But yeah, this is also the book is a return to the basics of low fantasy, so meaning like a sword and sorcery style, sword and sorcery in the style of Robert E. Howard's. I mean, obviously with a name like Crom, you kind of like it's quite on the nose, so I mean, yeah. And showcases the art of Jim O'Reilly, Nick Axon, former Marvel and DC artist Michael Gustovich. It is intended for all ages, with some blood within the battle scenes. Also available in campaign are several pin-up posters, 2 oversized cards, and cloth mat. Check out all this plus our 11-page preview below. So there's the main cover, $25, and here you get the interior. So what this reminds me really of is Dark Horse Conan run. And, you know, that's always great, because the Dark Horse run of Conan was fantastic. Most of everything of it. Just the latter, where Conan got really skinny and weird, that you can throw out. But we don't really think about that, or dwell on that, or think about that. But anyway, every man must fall. So it's what I understand, it's following a king, like it said here, and we follow his story, and yeah, well, it looks really cool as well. Cool characters, great looking art, battles, action, great looking characters, like I said, and I mean, that really screams Conan there. So if you want more Sword and Sorcery, this book should be right up your alley. Let's see if there was something. There's not a lot about the story here, obviously, except what you can read here from the dialogue. But like, I mean, more of a synopsis. There isn't really that much on the page itself here explaining about the story, but it certainly looks great, so I'm pretty positive it's gonna be great. Great looking art. Kind of has that Greek Roman-esque feel to it as well, so it's kind of Sword and Sorcery mixed with Roman Greek stuff. That's kind of like the feel I get for this book. Also, there's a short story there you can buy as well here. One of the perks, you get this Morning Light story, so it's here, Crom plus the Morning Light story, $30, or is that $32 and 30 euros. And that's really cool, because, you know, the short story is basically, well, it's the bread and butter of Sword and Sorcery. It's the beginning of Sword and Sorcery. It's what it's, I guess, most known for. Robert E. Howard and all that stuff. So that's really cool that there's the comic and you can buy a short story as well. So that's really cool. Here you can go and read a few of the pages of the short story, and in my opinion, reads really well. Seems really good. Here's some more of the art in kind of black and white, maybe more like not really finished yet. It's more in the sketch stage. Let's see, there's more pages and some more great looking pictures there. And there you can read about the team, pencils, inker, pinup artist, writer, and all that. So this was the second campaign I wanted to showcase you guys, Crom the Destroyer. Let's look at the trailer.
An age ago, the beating heart of our people was a king who knew only victory. He wanted nothing more than an honorable death on the battlefield. Yet, none could match him, and so he wandered the earth, becoming lost in time and tide. Then we too lost our honest purpose, while silk-clad men sat upon the throne. But tremble now, all cities that lay under the stars, for out of the shadows and mists of the land of promise, our courage has been rekindled, our heart has returned, and the world will burn.
Great Barbarian trailer, and that's it for me, folks, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the campaigns back them, and also just wanted to quickly say the Kor-Drath, it's gonna continue as well. Probably Crom the Destroyer is gonna continue as well. That I don't know specifically, but I do know that Kor-Drath is gonna be continuing with issue number 2 and so forth. It's going to go forward. It's not just a one-off. So you can get into the story and let's see where it goes. So that's awesome. So anyway, that's all for me. I'll see you on the next video. Hail Conan.